welcome back to the stream. I spent many hours trying to farm dream balls off of Delibirds, only to realize that that was an event-only thing. So many years now, I've thought that Delibirds just gave you dream balls, because I had heard that one time. But that was only during the event that was happening. So this whole time I thought that dream balls were like less valuable than other ones because you got them from Delibird raids. It was only during that time, and that was a long time ago. So they are equally swag, if not more swag, seeing as how that one you don't get from the ball guy till after you beat the game. But apparently you can also get them through Cram-O-Matic, though I don't think I've gotten many of them through the Cram-O-Matic. I need to check and see what the rarity is. Apparently you can't get them to the Cram-O-Matic, even though I literally just read on Google earlier today that you could. So in fact, they're actually more swag than other swag balls, because even though you could for a little while there get them through the Delibirds, now you can't get them at all besides the one during the playthrough. So they're actually one of the highest level swag balls available. Who knew? It's like my whole world just got flipped upside down. So, I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the Prince of Bel-Air or something like that. Bow. I wasted so much time, though. Though I have tons and tons of experience candies and money now. So I don't feel like a total waste. Let's go see how much money we got now. We should be super duper rich now. Technically. I haven't really gotten to the super high ticket items yet. There it is. 280 Gs, not as crazy as I thought. I know I only got one golden bottle cap, 2 regular bottle caps. Alright. So we didn't do it for like crazy long. Or else that would have been a lot more. It almost wasn't worth having to go weasel back up to that spawn. But, you know, the work's been done. Dang that. Dang it! Well, we just undid that work by walking too far forward. What can you do besides continue to do what you done already did, which is to be a gangster? That's right. I need to decide if I want to do chicken sandwiches today. I was gonna do chicken sandwiches yesterday. I'll be honest, I'm not super hungry because I had lunch at like 2 o'clock. It's only been a couple hours, and I still do need to go to bed soon because I worked pretty late. What a disaster. I'll probably just have like a couple like snacks and a meal replacement shake or something. Dude, I'm actually so bummed. Like, I'm glad that Theo's at church camp because I know it's good for him. What the fudge? Why is my Gallade dead? What the? That's strange. Anyways. There's an update on Team Fortress, and I was super hopeful that it was the Man vs. Machine update finally coming out, but it was not. It was the Ham versus My Spleen update, which is much weirder. But, you know, sometimes things gotta be versus my spleen. What is a spleen? Put your guesses in the chat. I know it's an organ, but what does a spleen do? And would spleen be a good name for a rock band, yes or no? Dang, blaze it, y'all. I look at the clock and noticed that it was an arbitrary time with no significance. Dude, I can't believe I wasted all that time. Good night. I was going to stream earlier, but I was wasting my time farming dream balls and not realizing you can't get them now that the event is over. Sad. But good night. But I probably got enough experience candy to almost max out a Pokemon if I wanted to cheese this whole game. Which I do. Nah, I wouldn't do that. But that being said, I probably would max out my Gallade because it's just for catching Pokemon. So let's do that. Because then there's absolutely no chance that I'll ever not catch something. Let's sort by type. There we go. Got 75 of everything. That's kind of a lot. Time for a maxed out Gallade. Got us one level with the extra smalls. You're killing me, smalls. Or extra smalls. Heal pulse? Nope. Schmedium. 68. Quick guard. Definitely don't need that. Wide guard. Don't need that either. Close combat. I'll pass. Alright, this is where it's really gonna jump up. Kabloom skis! And then now... proof positive that raid dens are corny. Because now I have a level 100 Glade. Alright. Could also golden bottle cap it eventually, but
Just remember to...
I don't remember how far you have to get into the game. Is it after you beat the game or whatever? When can you start hyper training Pokemon in Sword and Shield? Okay, so it's post-game. Okay, not really super useful for this playthrough. That's okay, though. That's okay. Is it okay? I don't know. So I'm super tempted tomorrow to just burn through my workday as quick as I can possibly manage, because I only get 1 day off this week. 3 days next week. Well, technically I get 2 days off this week, but they're split. But I get a 3-day weekend, and I don't get 2 days off in a row. So I'm not like mistreated or anything, but since I don't get 2 days off in a row, and I'm quite used to that, I'm tempted to just burn through the day. But the thing that's kind of lame about it is Theo is at church camp, so I won't be able to hang out with him anyways, and I can go get the dogs and hang out with them, but there's dogs. Can't, like, take them out to eat or to go play at an arcade or something. They should make an arcade for dogs, call it a Barcade. I don't know what games dogs would like, but you know. In some yuppie town, people would probably want to take their dogs to play like Trick Revolution or something. Just a thought. Speaking of that, but has absolutely nothing to do with it, I got a refund for that fake card that got sold to me. So I'm gonna look up tonight for the best one that best deal I can find on one, and this time I'm gonna make sure that a person has no reputation of being a scamming piece of crap. Speaking of that, I need to leave feedback on that D-bag, so I can warn the world that he's a scumbag. Okay. So we did that. Now we'll do our best to inform the world. Looks like there was like a leak for Pokemon. It looked like a alternate form of Decidueye or something, which would be pretty stupid because they already did an alternate form for Decidueye not too long ago. Spread the love, man. Decidueye already got one of dams, bro. Recently, too. I need to clean my screen again. I must have sneezed one too many times at it. Speaking of. I need a shave, but I freaking cut myself up real bad the last time, and I'm literally still healing from it. That happens every time I grab out a new razor. Until it's been dulled a little bit, it just slice and dices me up. I swear I'm not depressed. The other day I found like one of my favorite treats at a Dollar General. The ones that they don't sell at Walmart anymore. And I was like, my goodness. And I was like, I'm going to buy all of them. And there's only 2 on the shelf, and I felt a little bit less excited. But I did still buy both. And then I realized they had a way better deal on peanut butter cream pies as well. So I grabbed up a box of those too. I should have just bought all that. I'm a peanut butter-aholic. I like everything with peanut butter. I don't know why. It just happens to be my jam. And I don't have jam with peanut butter, to be clear. I mean, I will. Not against it, but I'd prefer peanut butter and honey. And banana. That's where it's at, my guy. That's where it's at. They had these peanut butter and honey Uncrustables at the store. And I was like, dang, I want to try those. But they were like $1 per Uncrustable. And I was like, huh? I'm going to pay you $1 to cut the crust off of my sandwiches? You dumb punk. So I called up the corporate line and I said, quit being so greedy. Why is this so expensive? It's like $1 per whatever. And they said, actually, it's normally more than that. That was a pretty good deal on them at the store that you were at. And I said, how dare you? And they said, sir, if you don't want to buy them, you don't have to. And then I said, yeah, obviously, I didn't buy them. I just got your number off the back and then put it back down so that I could call you every Tuesday for the rest of my life. As long as as this number still works. And then there was like this whole like restraining order thing. It was a whole ordeal. Moral of the story is, they're not a very good deal. They're kind of spendy, not worth it. So, but maybe they'll have like a sale or something that'll make it worth it in the future. Okay, with an eye on it. I also found these Reese's ice cream bars because they stopped making the Reese's, or not stopped making, but they stopped carrying the Reese's ice cream sandwiches at Walmart as well. But they have these Reese's ice cream bars, but you can only get them at Safeway, and they're pretty baller as well. So I'm like, dude, why does all of my favorite stuff have to be split between different stores? I'm not going to order from multiple stores. And yes, I find myself in those stores all the time, and I could easily grab them while I'm there, but then I have something that's ice cream, it's going to start melting and stuff, so then I have to quickly bring it home, and this is all just to satiate my fatness. You know? We go through a lot to provide ourselves with tasty treats, you know, here in America. I know some people have to deal with, like, war-torn countries, having no home, religious oppression, famine, war. I can't buy my favorite treat from the same store as where I buy most of my other stuff. That's kind of my big issue, and you know, you may be saying like first world problems, and you're not wrong. That being said, I don't care. All right, keep your problems for yourself, you scumbag loser. That would be a weird time for the shiny to show up. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, goodness. So I've been thinking about what I want to do for my strong spawn hunt, because I'm definitely doing Rotom. So let's pull up ChatGPT and see what they think. Huh? I don't want to catch that, bro. Man, I just gave ChatGPT so much information. It better give me a very, very, very good suggestion. Okay? So according to ChatGPT, Haxorus would be the best option. Hone Edge or Aegis Slash. I like that one. Corviknight. That one's boring. I also suggest Lucario, Excadrill, or Galarian Darmanitan. Excadrill, Aegislash, Mamoswine. Alright, what's its reasoning for Aegislash? Because I really like Aegislash, so let's see its reasoning. Go Steel type, incredible mix of offense, mixed offense, covers for Fairy Ice Rock. Golden Red Shiny is gorgeous. Not wrong about that. Fills a role that my team doesn't have. And why does it think Haxorus is good? Great coverage. Pure Dragon type instead of another dual type. Why would I want another Dragon type? Oh, hang on. I forgot. I have basically, I have 2 different dragon types already. So it just told me Dragon Bolt wasn't the best, and then it says it fits my team best. Are you retarded, dude? Tyranitar. Tyranitar, sure. Komodo? I don't know about that. Hydreigon. Goodra. Okay, so it's saying that Metagross would be another good option. I've already thought about doing Aegislash. Because Aegislash is a beastly one, and I know it has a strong spawn, but so does... so does Metagross. Oh, I'm leaning towards it. I think it's a better fit than Dragapult. I forgot to tell it about Morgrem. Toxel. Yamper. Rustling grass. I already did one of those. Bridge shadows? What does that mean? I mean, it's not a bad suggestion. Alright, well, I spent a lot of time running stuff by ChatGPT, and basically it didn't really change my perception all that much. It made me reconsider Aegislash, though I do like Aegislash and Metagross. Though Metagross, the problem with Metagross is that I think it has the same catch rate as Beldum, which makes it super duper difficult to catch. And I would want to catch it in Heavy Ball. So, let me ask you another question here. I need to see what I have stuff caught in again, because I think I already caught something in a level ball. Lure ball, right? Yep. Quick ball. Moon ball. Okay, so no, I haven't caught anything in a level ball. Let's make a decision for our Morgrem before it shows up if we can. I mean, obviously we can change our mind. Safari we're leaning towards right now, just because it's super swag. Moon, we already have one level we're going to use on our Aegislash. Friend Ball wouldn't really match it all that great. And then Heavy Ball doesn't match it that great either, but it's a pretty good one. The bummer I don't have any Dream Balls. Maybe I'll do some more, No, because I can't get any. I could do a Love Ball, though. We match the pink at least. Yeah, I think I'll do some more, tree farming in bed tonight. I think that'll be good. So we're going to wrap the stream up, probably have a light dinner, and start winding down for bed. I'm bummed that I can't binge X-Men 97. I have to wait for every freaking Wednesday for a new episode to come out, which I guess gives me something to look forward to. Whatever, bro. But yeah. I think tonight I'll do some Cramomatic farming. Make some content for Nehemiah. And then I'll probably buy that holo card. If I can find a decent deal on it. That's not from a person who's trying to scam me. Their fake card BS. Now I have a fake card though, which tells a little story. Not a great story, but a story. buddy. Alright, I think we're about to wrap it up, you guys. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. This will be the last encounter. It's been fun. And if this is the shiny, then I'll be pretty excited for obvious reasons. Shinies are pretty cool. Turns out, wasn't. Not happy. Goodbye. Love everybody.